The Eudelo GlowLift is a combination treatment that I've put together to address the most common signs of facial aging. So it's in particular two signs. Number one, the face loses contour and volume as we age. So that means that our fat pockets decline in size, but also the bone starts to resorb, and that already starts age 30 or so. So with that, the underpinning of the face essentially becomes smaller as we age, and that means that the skin envelope then is too big and starts to sag, and there is a loss of contour, for example, in the jawline area. So we have to replace that lost volume in a very natural looking way. And the visible sign number two is skin surface change. So those include, for example, development of irregular pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, and impairment of skin texture and skin quality. So with the Eudelo GlowLift, we address all of those changes that happen as we get older. So we are replacing the lost volume to put scaffolding back into the face, and we then work on the skin surface to greatly even out irregular pigmentation, to improve the skin texture and the skin quality, and smooth fine lines and wrinkles also.
The patient's journey really begins with what we call a Visier scan, which is a device that enables us to have a look and see what's going on even underneath the surface of the skin. So it measures different parameters such as redness, pigmentation, pore size, texture of the skin. The results of this scan are then anonymously compared to a worldwide database of people with the same gender, age and skin type. This scan really enables us to see what's going on below the skin surface, and once we have those results, it really gives us an in-depth understanding of what the individual's skin strengths and weaknesses are, and we can tailor treatment accordingly. So when the patient arrives at the clinic, we thoroughly cleanse their skin to remove any residues, and we then apply a highly effective numbing cream, which takes about 15 minutes or so, the process of application. We then guide the patient to a more relaxing environment, which is a private waiting room, where they will stay for about 45 minutes, just so that the cream can take its full effect. After that time, a therapist will take the patient out of the private waiting area and walk them to their treatment room, where everything is ready, prepared for their treatment. They will remove the numbing cream and the treatment will start. So I would say almost everybody above a certain age has some form of pigmentation or sun damage, and the Eudelo Mellow Out is an incredible treatment to treat this. And the great thing is that, unlike with lasers, with the Mellow Out we can treat all different skin types and skin tones. After an in-depth consultation, the patient receives a special home care skin preparation kit. They will use this for about 1 to 4 weeks. And for anybody suffering with breakouts, they will, prior to the treatment, see a dermatologist to tackle this. On the day of the treatment, the patient comes in and we prepare the skin before we then apply the special treatment mask. The patient then leaves the clinic and stays indoors for about 12 hours at home. Around day 3, the peeling starts. This could take up to 2 weeks. However, realistically, we say it's more like a 4-week program. After these 4 weeks, the patient comes back to the clinic, where we do another skin scan, and we also do a nice hydrating treatment for them. At that point, we also devise a special maintenance skincare plan, so the skin stays beautiful long term. This is also the point where the patient would see our cosmetic doctor for the pillar lift to address the second issue, the loss of contour and volume.
The Eudelo Pillar Lift is a facial contouring treatment where we inject hyaluronic acid into key areas of the face to replace lost volume. So that might be the cheek area, the chin area, a depression in the nose to mouth lines, sometimes the temples, wherever the patient needs to have volume replaced and contour added, we are tailoring the treatment to the patient's facial shape and simply replace what they have lost with aging. When we do the Eudelo pillar lift, we first very thoroughly disinfect the patient's skin. We will then mark the patient's face with a special skin pen so that we inject exactly in the right areas. We then disinfect again, and then we inject those different types of hyaluronic acid fillers into different areas of the face to recreate a more youthful and firmer appearance. So that makes the face look more youthful again. It replaces the lost volume without overfilling. And that's very, very important to all of us here at Eudelo, because we are guaranteeing natural looking results. You probably have seen patients in the media or maybe on the tube even who have very overfilled looking cheeks or lips or the area under the eyes, and that's simply because that area has been overfilled or badly treated. By definition, if a facial contouring has been done correctly and nicely, you would never know that the patient had anything done. They will just look very fresh and youthful.
I have always been scared to do anything to my face, even though I work in the industry. I think turning to 30 is the time when I started to see changes on my face. I was not able to point out what actually has changed, but somehow I always look tired and exhausted. I have fast metabolism and my face seemed to lose its natural plumpness. In addition to that, I've been always suffering with acne, and I really wanted to improve my skin and my face overall. The cosmetic doctor at Eudelo knew exactly what to do and explained my issues are very common but can be treated. They suggested the Eudelo GlowLift. I honestly cannot believe the changes since then. I was afraid to have a peel like that, but my recovery process was quick, just 10 days of flaking, and it was so worth it. Then I had a pillar lift, which immediately made me feel incredible. People keep commenting how great I look all the time. It is just unbelievable how within 6 weeks this treatment improved my appearance, changed my skin, and actually transformed my life.